This is Stacked Bird in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm speaking to whoever's listening out there. Looking at the 2-day on Bitcoin. It's Monday, April 13th, 1:28 a.m. The two-day death cross has initiated, in my opinion. I do not see us getting back above 7,400, 7,500. We might come back up to that level, but I do not see us crossing it. If it does, my bias will change. But as you can see, we have the death cross right here. We also at the same time have a 2-day stoke cross. The RSI is also crossing down. It's not looking good. Along with that, we can take a look at the total market cap of crypto. It's doing basically the same exact thing. Look at, I would look at SPY, but we will not see today's opening, and I believe today's opening is going to be down. I believe we're going to open and come all the way back down to 266. If you look at NASDAQ, which has that open, we're beginning to come back down, and I think it's going to drag everything else down with it. I don't know. We'll see when the markets open up tomorrow. Gold doing wonderful things. It could possibly come down and test itself. I don't know. I do know though that Bitcoin most likely, probable, like 60 to 75% probability coming down and testing previous lows, around 3,800, even possibly all the way down to 3,100, anywhere along this area. I do believe the long-term channel will hold though, but we are going to get historically amazing buy opportunities. I'm going to go back in time, and we're going to look at this 2-day death cross, or just the 2-day crosses in general. I mean, just look at this. That is, that's a little good golden cross to the moon. Death cross. Boom. And it's very accurate, I would say. When you cross, you can be pretty confident in the direction with this cross. And when it crosses it, they usually stay apart quite a while. This one especially long. I mean, that's just an amazing cross. Like if you were to have bought that cross all the way back November 2015, if you would have bought that cross 50x, some crazy ridiculous leverage, yeah, that's one of them whales right now. Shit, even if you went 10x, which is what you should do, you would have made a killing. Hold that motherfucker for years. Death cross to that. Again though, nice down. So again, historically and very statistically, this is bearish as fuck, and be prepared, because this is coming down, guys. I see people like trying to trade against this, and it's like, look, man, you can have your biases up all day if you want. My biases are up in the long term, but something of that, you know, just because we bounced off the low doesn't mean we're going to all-time highs now. I mean, we bounced off the lows. And that's literally what happened. It's an amazing play if you got this. I've stayed out of this shit. I'm in a small short now, but you know, and it's gonna be a good one in my opinion. It's gonna be a good short. But my main goal is to buy in these locations and stack sats. Take longs off these positions and stack sats. I'm gonna look a little bit further out into the future, and I'm gonna say by July, you know, we're gonna be down around 4,500. August is when we, you know, can possibly touch 4,000 and even wick down into this green box area anywhere from 31.45, which would be the very long-term support. If you look over here, that's where the real support is. But we have these averages right here that are going to be in this general area in the summertime, and that's where I believe Bitcoin will be. And 2020 summer will be the year to fucking get in. Okay, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your brother, tell your cousin, tell your aunt, tell your uncle. Okay, you got $1, you got $5, shit, you got $25. Hold that shit. Oh shit, you getting the stimulus? Hold that shit. This is where you're gonna buy in. Okay, this is where you're gonna change the direction of your financial life. Boom, buy in, hold that shit. If you fucking got the cojones, long that shit. A low leverage, low risk, high reward trade. Man, I'm telling you, we could hit these lows, and as long as we hold this fucking long-term channel, which I fully believe we will. I mean, this is beautiful. We touched the top, now we're gonna touch the bottom. Perfect diagonal. Boom. We spawned off this violently. I'm talking, we could see some levels, you know, that's these some crazy prices, you know, 23,000, you know, 30,000 Bitcoin. You know, if we ever got back up to the top of this channel, we're looking at, I don't even know what that number is, $200,000 Bitcoin. You know, this is very possible, people. Especially the big question is this: is will that, like, if it's 200,000, at that point, are we still even pricing it in dollars? And is 200,000 even a lot of money, or have we completely devalued it? But at that point, I think Bitcoin would, you know, and then we looking at like $100 million Bitcoin, because the dollar's worthless. I don't think though the dollar is going to be worthless like everybody's saying. I don't think that it's just going to hyperinflate like everybody's saying. Unfortunately, and you may be in another country other than America. I have a feeling like if you're smart, you're going to get into Bitcoin or you're going to get into dollars, because here's the issue. All currencies are backed by the dollar. Dollar is the base currency of everything in the world, including Bitcoin. Okay? I know that's a shocking statement, but at the moment, Bitcoin is based in dollars. You trade Bitcoin in the amount of dollars it's worth. Okay? Everything in the world is dollars. Cream, cash rules everything around me. Why is this? I'll tell you why. People want to say, oh, it's oil. It's backed by oil. Wrong. It's not backed by oil. It's not what it is. There's a reason that there's a reason we went to wars, man. Okay, you want to know why we went to war with Japan? People want to say we went to war with Japan because of fucking Pearl Harbor. Wrong. We were already at war with them. We had sanctions on them, blocking oil from them or blocking oil. We had like an oil blockade on them, so they couldn't get oil, they couldn't get resources. That's why they attacked us. Why would we do that? Because they were building a navy, and they had a very powerful navy, and we couldn't have that. Wanna know why? Because the dollar is backed by what? Exchange. And how do people fucking exchange? Through ship travel. And who controls? People want to sit there and bullshit lie and say that the most free you'll ever be is on the sea. That's true, but in general though, if you really want to know the truth, who controls the sea? Well, he who has the biggest ship and biggest armada, that's who. And who has the biggest armada? You're damn right. And we always will, and we will never allow anybody else to have a bigger armada. We don't give a fuck. You can have all the planes you want. That's fine. You have fun. We know that shit don't mean nothing. You want an armada. You got an armada of ships. It's over. You control everything because you control the trade of everybody. If I can stop your fucking shipments, if I can stop your country from getting food, son, it's over. It's a wrap. You're seeing that right now. Everything's on lockdown. China shut down. Ain't no ships fucking moving around. Everybody's freaking out now. Is everybody running out of resources? Point. So, I don't believe the dollar is going to be devalued because that still holds. We still have the boats. We still control the map. Everybody else's fiat currency is going to devalue. We can keep printing. We print. We can probably print a lot of money, depending on how many countries there are, because eventually all these other countries' money is going to turn into nothing, and that might take a while. So when your country's currency is hyperinflated compared to the dollar, when everybody else's currency is hyperinflated compared to the dollar, that's when the dollar will finally hyperinflate. But everybody else's has to inflate first. Now, you would say, so if everybody else's fiat currency has to inflate, what about Bitcoin? Because it can inflate. Well, at that point, that's when Bitcoin is going to go in some crazy direction. Because it would be either get into dollar as it's about to hyperinflate, because everybody else's money is hyperinflated, or get into Bitcoin. And that's when you're looking at a Satoshi can help you survive for a month, some crazy shit like that, where you bought $5 worth of Bitcoin in fucking 2020, and by the 2030th, 2040, you can fucking buy a house. It's not financial advice, but it ain't beyond the realm of possibility. But again, key levels, man. I'm gonna jump back down to the 2-day. The death cross is in place. You know, I think it's being front run. I was really thinking that we were gonna come up and touch it, but I think it's being front run. And you know, if we get above 7,500 and start closing weeklies above there, I would change my bias around. If we break through the death cross and start closing weeklies above here, above 8,500, I'm fucking bullish and I'm starting to buy it. But as long as we're below 7,500, I'm staying in my short, and I'm looking at targets along here around 64, 57, 53, 44. Then my low target's around 38, anywhere to 3,100. Y'all stay safe on lockdown. Don't be taking any weird chemicals the government gives you, because that shit probably won't work out well. Remember, you're in Bitcoin for a reason, because you're not supposed to trust them sons of bitches. So stop being stupid. Because I keep hearing you crypto people talk like this shit is normal and we should pay attention to it. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? But I'm not even gonna say what, the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. Red pill, motherfucker, wake up. Peace and blessings. Stack out.